Good morning and welcome to the 2025 European Mixed Team Championships in Baku, Azerbaijan, and we're here at the Baku Sports Palace. The players for the very first match of this championships have warmed up and they're about to be ready to go at this prestigious event where the very best from across Europe come together competing not just for individual glory as they usually do week in, week out, but this time it's a team event. They'll be performing in front of their cheering team just to the side of the court, and they'll be fighting for national pride. We'll find out once again who is the best all-round badminton nation in Europe. Some nations are strong in certain disciplines, but the team that will be lifting the trophy above their heads at the end of this week have to be strong across all categories. Men's singles, women's doubles and men's doubles, and of course mixed doubles. And we begin here with the men's singles. And the stakes are very high indeed, as the top 4 teams this week also qualify for the World Team event, the Serdman Cup in Xiamen, China at the end of April. We start off with the reigning champions Denmark against Spain. Denmark have won the last 5 editions of this championship. It's a great early start from Álvaro Leal, who is taking on the world number 2 in Anders Antonsen, who is leading the way for Denmark, who are expected to. Denmark winning 19 times out of the long history of the championships, 27 editions, and they've won 19 times. So the pressure is on for them to perform once again. But it hasn't been all plain sailing for the Danish team. 2 years all the way to the last match and the very last game in the women's doubles. It was an extremely tight final where they did win 3-2 in the end. Antonsen just settling the early nerves. He is an experienced operator. World number 2 now, as previously mentioned. He's had another fantastic start to the year, as he did last year. He had a fantastic 2024, winning the Malaysia Open, followed by the Indonesia Masters. Reaching 7 finals in total. He started this year, 2025, with another World Tour Super 1000 final. against his now rival Shi Yushi at the Malaysia Open, meeting once again.
Service over. 5.
That shuttle just landing in. Álvaro Leal, the young shuttler from Spain, representing a very young Spanish team coming to Baku this year.
Service over.
Antonsen doesn't like the call at all.
4, 5.
He fights for every single point. Every single point matters to the Dane in these tight opening exchanges. Spain, despite having a number of big names in recent years, haven't medalled at the European Mixed Team Championships.
Service over. 6, 4.
But they do have some pedigree in team events at the European Juniors back in 2015 when a certain Carolina Marin was breaking through. They won the European Junior team
7,
competition. Now, can they bring some success to senior level? It will be a tough ask for Leal in this opening match. He is against the European champion, of course, from Saarbrücken 2024, winning his second gold medal, Anders Antonsen, but really perhaps his first most satisfying one, with the final being played against Toma Junior Popov last year.
9, 4.
He's able to experience the delight and joy of winning that final point and being crowned European champ. It's a great shot from Leal, showing the talent coming through. Leal, 23 years of age.
5.
Actually, in fact, one of the older players in this very, very young team. Plenty of teenagers that will be on court for Spain in this match and across this week. Álvaro is currently ranked 279 in the world, so it's a tough ask against the number 2, but a brilliant experience for him. And Antonsen showing that cross-court winner straight back to Leal, effectively saying anything you can do, I can also do. And Antonsen to gain some valuable experience, and he'll be gaining early on plenty of experience in this one match today against Antonsen. So great kill at the net. Very aggressive play, catching the Dane off guard. And again, once again, Antonsen, in a way, toying with his opponent mentally. Anything that you do, I can also do. He did that with the cross-court smash, and again, soft hands at the net. But again, Leal getting up to that smash really well
12.
and punishing any weak shot in the mid-court area. The players came out quite early this morning in Baku, warming up on this very court, getting used to the conditions on court 1.
8, 12.
But as is always the case, no matter how much you warm up, you do need to get used to the feel of the court during a competitive match, and that's what these two players are doing at the minute. Antonsen upping the pace in this rally a little bit. Short, fast exchanges. That was the first long rally won by Leal. He's doing some great work here for Spain, supported by his team on his left-hand side. Just out of shot, but they are making a lot of noise. Before the match, they did a brilliant rally cry, ready to give their best against the reigning champs. And that's another great smash. He's showing great variation early on. That should give him a lot of confidence here to try and close the gap now. Just 2 points, the difference. And again, a fantastic kill at the net. Antonsen just glancing towards the umpire to just double check that Leal didn't touch the shuttle on his side of the court, but it was called good. And he's drawn level. Now, very often, after a run of points where you draw level with your opponent, it's a different mindset entirely. You can't be too pleased with yourself. You need to kick on now to try and get the lead. Quite an important rally here now. Great defense from Leal. And as you can see, Antonsen really up the pace in the first 3 shots of that rally to get the jump smash opportunity, and he's just testing the shuttle there. Sometimes players see the shuttle spinning ever so slightly. And badminton's a sport of the finest of margins. Any imperfection in the shuttle can be the difference between winning the point or losing the point. The flick serve from the Dane almost backfired. Leal with a golden opportunity to kill off the rally, but his wrist action just wasn't fast enough. A bit of a mistimed shot into the ground.
Fault.
Great, accurate dart down the line. They're playing this match at quite the pace, which I imagine will suit Antonsen, who is battle-hardened at the highest level. Very comfortable at this fast pace, and he's throwing another flick serve in there to keep the variation, and this time it worked very nicely indeed. Leal out of position there. wasn't able to get back into the centre of the court, was a little bit trapped, and Antonsen clipping it down. Now a 4-point lead in the blink of an eye. Great shot from Leal. Antonsen nearly somehow
13,
getting
16.
that shuttle back over, but Leal was waiting at the net, pushing him deep into that forehand corner. But we did say at 12-all, Leal with some great work to get the scores back level. And then Antonsen upping the pace ever so slightly, creating another lead for himself, and Leal with some work to do again. Great backhand cross court.
Service over.
And again, another
17, 13.
smash down the line. It's not a big smash. Antonsen doesn't really ever go full power in his smashes. It's all about placement, timing, and maneuvering your opponent out of position before unleashing the stronger shot down the line. It's a great fast-paced rally here. Leal with the error.
13.
As I say again, they are playing at quite the pace. Not much rest in between these rallies, and these rallies, some of them are quite intense.
Service over.
That was an
14,
innovative
18.
shot from Antonsen, but just wide, taking the pace out by slicing across the shuttle. And that really is a strong point of his game. The variation, you can never be quite settled and comfortable. Antonsen has quite a wide variety of shots that he can throw at you. Great variation from Leal this time. Going to the body. You can see the Dane slightly leaning to his forehand side, expecting that smash down the line. But that body smash was very effective. Now, can he close the gap here? Antonsen just needs 3 more points to win the opening game. Great deception. A shot made famous by the legendary Peter Gade of Denmark. That hold and flick down the line caught him out. The pace of that rally was a little bit more comfortable for Leal. Twice holding his shot and pushing deeper into that forehand. He was granted the time to pick out that shot and really caught him out there. Now he really doesn't want complacency to set in here. He wants to secure the opening game without too much fuss, but the young Spaniard has closed the gap before. Can he do it again now? Just 2 points the difference.
18.
Or did that dribble over? Goodness me.
19.
A raise of the racket to apologise. It was a short lift. Antonsen taking the pace out, opting for angle and just clipping the tape there, dribbling over. There's nothing really you can do about that. And another flick serve. They are looking for that forehand again, but this time the Dane jumping out of his base and
16.
negating that opportunity. Yes. 4 game points here.
Play.
Again, another flick. Been successful for him in this opening game, and there it is.
Love all.
Takes the opening game 21-16. Right back at you. A net cord winner.
1. Love.
And dropping his racket as well. Álvaro Leal, we're pleased with that. He was on the receiving end towards the end, the business end of that opening game, and he starts this one with a shuttle that dribbles over the net in his favour. And again, he's looking for those net exchanges. If he has an edge over Antonsen there, around the tape area, why not? He goes straight back to the net and finds another winner. This time, the Dane tried to stop it, but to no avail. A good start to this second game.
Service over.
It's a great cross-court drop.
1.
And given the time, we will make you stretch. Great deceptive overhead action. Got a little bit too excited there, Leal.
All.
Set up that final shot nicely. Saw the space, but really overcooked it. It went quite considerably wide, 2-all. There we are again. He is finding some success,
3.
pushing Dane deep into his forehand corner with a bit of deception, and then looking for the net. The only question is, will it become a little bit too predictable? That's his go-to pattern at the moment. It's working for him, but the Antonsen calculator will be working it out, and he's pushed that wide.
4-2. Álvaro, don't shout before the line. Service over. 3-4.
One of the ways the Dane can combat this tactic is to do it straight back to your opponent, push them deep into their court, so you can achieve that with a bit of a flick serve to push them a little bit away from the net. And sort of 2 errors there from Leal. This is the genius of Antonsen, playing the flatter shots, pushing his opponent away from the net. It's very difficult then to Try and look for the opportunities that you really want. And that stayed in. A couple of clears exchanged there. And it's the young Spaniard who comes out on top. A bit of a misjudgment. It's always a devastating feeling, isn't it, when you're sure, you let the shuttle drop and it's landed in. He's let that one drop, but this time he's judged it nicely.
Service over. 6-5. Service over.
A few errors here
6-all.
in these last few rallies. Some misjudgments from the front and back of the court from both players.
Service
And
over.
once again pushed wide.
7-6.
You get the feeling it is quite an important part of the match. Leal sticking in there. Antonsen just wanting to shake him off and really push to the end, but he's not going anywhere. And that was a fantastic shot from Leal. Antonsen looking to win that mid-court area.
Don't walk around. Stay on.
Leal denied him that opportunity by taking the pace out of the shuttle. A very clever move there from the young Spaniard. Pretty much just saying, no, I'm not going to play that game. Taking the pace out and giving Antonsen nothing to work with. Forcing the error that time.
Service over.
It's a great cross-court shot again.
8.
Not powerful, but very precise indeed. Making Leal lunge for that one, but again, no pace to work with, so very tricky shot to get to.
Service over.
You see the Dane is trying to up the pace here.
7.
Feeling the pressure now, 9-7, the advantage to his opponent, who's currently 277 places behind him in the rankings. So it would be quite something if he
Service over.
finds this one difficult.
8-9.
Slowly working himself back into this second game.
Nine all.
9-all. That was unlucky from Leal. It was a great rally from both players. He really is showing that he's able to handle the pace and intensity of these rallies. That's a great smash. 10-all. He's desperate to get to the break with at least some sort of lead. This point takes us to the break. And that one again, another precise round, really showcasing it on the European stage. That he can deal with the pressure, he can deal with the quality of shots that are coming up against him, the pace of the rallies. He's looking quite good on court. He is behind in this match, but playing some really nice stuff. Álvaro Leal. I think we'll see him shoot up the rankings as he gets more comfortable on the European circuit. He will be winning matches if he plays at this kind of level regularly, week in, week out. And this will maybe spur him on and be a catalyst for his career. That may have been going out. Antonsen not risking it. Again, Leal hunting for that forehand, this time with flatter, more aggressive shots. I do fear that Antonsen hit a shot that was drifting wide. He wasn't sure. And then he pushed his round the head wide. It seems that Leal's energized. That smash going wide, 12-all. I think he will just empty the tank now and see what he can do. Again, you can't read that round the head cross court from Antonsen. It was a bit of a poor shot, to be fair. This time his feet weren't even set, ready to reach for it. And there we are, a 2-point lead now for Antonsen. That one going wide, handling the pressure well. And once again, that's a frustrating one for Álvaro. This time he read it, he was there for that round the head cross court, but he, in a way, he arrived a little bit too early. It's really bothering him, that shot. And this time he was hoping. He's hoping. I think he's rushing a little bit in this second half of this opening game. Things were going quite nicely thus far, but now that extra tension of the match potentially coming to an end. The stakes are creeping in. That is kind of part of it for Álvaro today. A nice rally here. This will be a big lesson in his career. There again, a bit of a misjudgment. You can't do this at this level. All the Dane has done is tightened his match reduced his errors down. He hasn't really changed much in the second half of this second game. But the pressure has got to Leal, and you can almost see the tension in his movements and
12.
decision making. And what was a tight game, now a 5-point lead to the Dane. Again, Leal looking to see if that was going long. Desperate to win this point, and he has done.
13,
A
17.
more aggressive stance. He began to walk in that rally, closing the gap between himself and the net, reducing the time Antonsen had to react to that flat shot to the body.
Service over.
And the young Spaniard really going for his shots, trying to force the winners, but unfortunately for him, he's up against one of the best counter punchers in the sport. That's another great shot, and they are losing belief a little bit. 19-13 the lead in this second game. That was just out, was it? That was very tight.
14.
Can't quite see what the call is, but I think it was called good. They've just clipped the line there. And look at that, Antonsen showing what he can do, upping the pace quite considerably. But Leal's done very well to quash this assault. Almost exhibition stuff now. Antonsen having some fun,
Match point.
using all 4 corners of the court. Now with 6 match points. His teammates with polite applause. Denmark look to take this opening game, but not quite yet. Fantastic reactions at the net.
20.
That is a plus that Leal can take from this match. He has found some very nice winners around the net area.
Game.
Looked for it again there, but they shake hands at the net. They didn't have far to go.